Right, now that we've got him, we're stuck with him. Well, why don't you freaking take him apart? Because clearly the fact that he was put into freaking parts to begin with means he can be taken apart again. Then put him in several boxes and ship the parts to 100 different countries. Just imagine if you can, what exactly the robot Neutro could do if he was in the hands of evil powers. So you're saying your hands are the right hands. Your genocidal, military-destroying hands are the good hands. In the hands of evil powers, Neutro could destroy the world. It's a good thing that the government instituted that policy that anyone who was evil had to have the word tattooed on their hands. They would force him to destroy the White House. No, please, not the politicians. Please stop. He could be made to destroy our atomic piles. He, Neutro, could be made to wipe out our space installations. Oh, thanks for clarifying by saying his name. I thought you were referring to Neutro, the giant space lizard two other scientists found. You know, we get another page of seeing what Neutro would do in evil hands. It's almost as if the huge, destructive robot in the wrong hands could be a bad thing. Maybe we should keep hammering the point as much as possible for people whose brains are apparently the size of a pen cap. They say that there are other transmission systems that could easily take over Neutro at any time, so their top priority is to keep him under control. And they do so by leaving Neutro unattended in their laboratory while they go to lunch. Huh. Yeah, I'm glad these people were the ones who found Neutro. They seem like a responsible pair. Meanwhile, two evil scientists, or rather Fu Manchu and Andre the Giant, plot to take over Neutro so they can, you guessed it, take over the world.
Of course!
However, enough of them, let's suddenly get into the backstory for the evil Deathbot. Various Neutro robots were planted throughout the galaxy by the Plutonians. You see what happens when you say Pluto isn't a planet? The plan was for the Plutonians to let a race build the Neutro robot, then take control of the people who controlled the Neutro robot, thus conquering the universe due to people just being plain stupid. As invasion plans go, it's actually not that bad, but apparently the Plutonians must be really damn patient, considering they've waited 1,000 years for someone on Earth to build the thing. And hey, Neutro is apparently weak to cold, as we see in this panel. Poor guy's shivering. And there was something that neither Doc nor Dodge understood, that right now a powerful group of scientists hidden away in a European country were already planning Neutro's capture. Just a European country? Thanks for being so specific. Hey, what language do you speak? We speak European. Yeah. These evil scientists, who of course suffer from Youngblood's disease, are having a jolly time talking about how they'll take over the world with Neutro. And you gotta love this guy here with the bowl haircut and the massive overbite and Jay Leno chin. With Neutro on our side, we can gather all the world's wealth in a day, thus making the money worthless because of simple economics. Wait. But these two aren't the only ones plotting to capture Neutro. Here we have a bearded fellow who apparently plans to capture Neutro with test tubes, because of course that makes so much sense. I love the woman here just stirring the big pot of stew. Yes, dear, take over the world. Say, do you want pepper in this? What's weird about this is that they are all saying the same thing. We'll capture Neutro. We'll capture Neutro. We'll capture Neutro. Are they singing? Is this comic actually a musical? We'll capture Neutro. We'll capture Neutro. We'll capture Neutro. And then the world will be ours. Somehow these scientists all know where Neutro is. Here's an idea. Why don't you just go in with a gun and shoot them and then take Neutro? And send beams in from all sides to take over Neutro. All the various beams trying to take control of Neutro apparently are confusing each other. I think. It's not entirely clear. The two scientists, instead of trying to recruit, like, you know, good scientists or something to help protect the robot, just stand around while beams bombard the lab. There is a beam on us! And on our equipment! It is both stronger than we are and stronger than electromagnetic equipment, too! We must stop it! We must keep control! We must cut that counterbeam off! Let's stand around and say what we're gonna do and then do it! The engines cannot take it! In the ensuing months... Wait, months? They fight against these rays for months? Apparently foregoing sleep and eating and not calling, like, the US military for help. Oh, wait, they destroyed the military. Thanks, guys. Evil scientists are going to take over the world because you decided to play blow up the only guys who could track down and kill the evil scientists. And the worst part is that Charles Barkley is only 4 years old at this point. Earth's greatest warrior can't come to the rescue either. And again, instead of trying to take Neutro apart or sending Neutro out to destroy the scientists whose beams are trying to gain control over him, they try to hide away their own control box, then to chain Neutro up, even though the narrator admits that's a pointless idea, and basically just be completely ineffectual. Fu Manchu, now looking like an evil Uncle Sam, manages to finally take over Neutro. It easily breaks free of its chains and flies off, Fu Manchu screaming, "Whoever controls Neutro controls the world!" Or, you know, the burnt-out cinder that remains of the world. We've lost him! He's gone forever. Maybe not forever. Well, make up your mind! Do you mean we'll get him back? We must get him back! A statement not meant lightly. Oh, thanks, comic. I thought he was just kidding around when he made that statement. Neutro travels to the poor, blinded evil scientists who are apparently called 777. So, what, they follow Aleister Crowley stuff? With him, nothing can stop us. Nothing! Except a stronger control transmission. Geez, every party needs a pooper. And so our comic ends with this epic warning. Is that true? Will Neutro belong to Group 777? Will Neutro be lost forever to Dodge and Doc in their struggle for good? Well, knowing their track record so far, all we do know is Neutro is the most terrifying menace, and the strongest force for good the world has ever seen. Yeah, I'm sure the alien robot of death that rains hellish destruction upon the world is truly a force for good. Whichever group controls him holds the destiny of the world. Who will it be? You have 5 seconds to answer. Your time is up. Judges say... 98% of you said, who the hell cares? And we remind people that there is a 2% margin of error. This comic is just stupid, and it outright lies to us. Neutro isn't a superhero. He doesn't do anything of his own power, and he killed lots of innocent people. There can be heroes who use giant robots or mech suits to fight crime, but really, when your robot can be taken over by evil so easily that... hell? My God, it's Neutro! But who's in control of him?
Well, Linkara, what do you think of my latest acquisition?
Dr. Insano! I should have known you'd be the one behind this. Becoming President of the United States could never be enough for you!
Of course! And now, using the most powerful robot ever constructed, I will crush your pathetic armies and rule the world!
But how? How did you gain control of him?
How? With science, of course! Yes.
Oh, well, I guess that actually does make sense. But I won't let you get away with this, you insane bastard! Magic coin, make my me grow! Wait. Alright, Neutro, you may be a gigantic machine of mass destruction, but I am a man! Ow! Son of a bitch, that hurt! Ass Yeah. Damn, I'm good. I'm glad I chose being awesome as a career.
Oh, you like that, do you? Yes!